Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera with you today. We're going to talk about pigs, baby. What have we learned about raising pigs? There are pros and there are cons to raising pigs on your homestead. A lot of folks that are getting into homesteading, almost every single one that I talk to says, I'm going to get pigs. And I said the same thing. And we will continue forth with our process in terms of deciding what works best for our homestead. No two homesteads are the same, okay? And what you see work for someone does not mean it's going to necessarily work for you. It does not mean that you're actually going to like it once you start, okay? We have two pigs. We have Pork Chop and Honeydew. They're named appropriately. These pigs were bought to be raised here on the farm and fed very well and loved on and raised humanely because they are a source of food for us, okay? So yes, these are raised for food. Not gonna make any bones about it, make a big deal about it. It's what it is, folks. It's called homesteading. So, long story short, I got two different breeds. Of course, I have a Yorkshire cross and then I've got a red wattle cross. Both of these breeds have been excellent. I've liked them both. We'll find out how the meat turns out. But what I want to talk about is the pros and cons. The pro is raising your own meat, okay? These girls are in an area, yes, they do have a large shed. They have a large double pen with two different 16 by 16 areas here that they can come out on an average basis, and they root and roll and mud and you know, they make a mess. And then on occasion, we obviously let them out and for it to be more of a supervised situation, okay? We do have a lot of acreage, but we have cattle and we have dairy cows and chickens, so we're not set up necessarily just to let them go and go and go. So we like more of a manageable situation with our pigs. It's for their safety and, you know, mainly because we have a lot of predators here, okay? We just had a bobcat situation the other night. We have serious coyotes and more. So we like to keep our animals as close to us as possible because it's a big investment and we want to keep them protected. We're bringing food so they know it. Long story short, the pros for raising the pigs, as I said before, is definitely going to be the meat. You can't beat farm-raised meat, period. So that's a no-brainer. You also know how to maintain the animals. You will learn their behavior. You're going to learn how to manage them. They're going to make you learn, okay? If there's any animal that's going to force you into the true meaning of what animal husbandry is and tolerance, it is a pig. Because they just do what they do, folks. You can't get mad at animals for what they like to do. These are the most destructive animals on the farm, okay? I have a concern because people have a misunderstanding over what these animals can do, because we see cute pictures on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook of pigs living in homes and, you know, being raised on couches. I don't have a problem with that if that's what people want to do. I love my pigs. But I will tell you, they are extremely destructive. They have torn through this building, pigs on the loose. They did it several times. They're super smart, okay? They're very smart, and you have to respect that. They know how to maneuver in, out, through, under, anything that's around them. You really have to know how to maintain them. Now, some folks are going to say, well, I would just want mine to free range. Well, that's fine with me, whatever you all want to do. I am not a free range person per se. I like to keep a parameter around all of my animals. That's to protect them from all predators. No legs, 2 legs, 4 legs, whatever. So nonetheless, you have to think about how you're going to maintain them in a certain area. If you're going to be keeping a pig, you bring home a little 50-pound piglet, cute as a bug, no problem. But when they start pushing 200 to 300 pounds, they are a force to be reckoned with. Another thing you may not know, a lot of people don't understand, is that pigs like to eat chickens. Nature of the beast. They don't do it often, but we've had a few instances where you find a leg and the chicken got in, wants to peck around, and you know, they felt like having winter chicken dinner along with their feed. So It's not as, obviously they're very well fed. They're about 350 pounds. We feed them non-GMO feed. They get lots of supplementation. They get hay. They get wonderful scraps. They're fed twice a day. We keep it ongoing. Another thing that you may not realize is how much of a mess they're going to make with their water. So you need to learn how to manage their water, because if even a large water trough, they are so physically strong that you can fill it up, something that you can't even think about picking up, they can just flip it right on over. And they will, because they want to lay in the mud. If it's hot, they want to lay in the mud. So this entire shed, the other, has been filled multiple times with thick straw. There's no straw in there. They eat it all, they roll around in it, and all of these things. Another thing is that you need to understand is if you have more than one pig, one is going to dominate the other. So far, this has been Big Mama. Pork Chop has absolutely dominated the other pig. It's gotten better because she's gotten so much bigger. She's caught up. She's just more of a slow growth pig, but she finally caught up. So we have never had any issue with them being aggressive towards us, but I would never rule that out. You know, you have to be very careful with them, with who they are around. So would I raise pigs again? Absolutely. But I think we need to rethink our situation. They've torn through the building. They tore the gate off. I don't mean lifted up out of the hinge. I mean took the whole thing off. My cows haven't even accomplished that, even in a moment where they could have. These girls did. So I think you need to consider that. A lot of folks show you these cute diagrams of how you can homestead on 1 acre. And you always see these beautiful, this little illustration or something on, you know, you see these crops here and an orchard here and a cow there and these pigs over here. They need a whole lot more space than that. So you're going to want them to. So if we expand again and get pigs again, we're going to widen the parameter. They need space. It makes it easier on you. Because again, when they make this into a big old pigsty and you have bad weather like we did on Christmas Day, we had to get them out and rearrange what we've done. So nonetheless, it's been a good experience. I would advise it if you know what you're doing and if you know what to expect. Because again, there's a lot of imagery out there that's very misleading. I hope this video helps you out. I get a lot of questions about our pigs. And we're getting in here, we're down here right now because we're feeding and putting in more bedding and changing some things out. So I said it's a great time to make a video because we try to keep our videos as organic as possible. This was an impromptu moment to say, I've got a lot of questions about pigs. We're working the pig pen right now. Let's go. Let's do it. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. We appreciate you as always. And always do what's best for your homestead. Okay, and even when you watch and see things, always question what's going on. Pigs are messy. Y'all have a great day.